You are in tune to the Hot Pepper Show. Happy Saturday, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Saturday. And as promised, I did promise you, and I try to keep my promises. I know. Sometimes I say, I try my best. As promised, I tell you that we have Brendalyn in the studio. She is all the way from Houston, Texas. Hey, Brendalyn.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Oh, you sound so just... So, hi, what's up, everybody? I want you to sound the same way you did when Jay was in here, okay?
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Hey, Brendalyn.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Oh, she's like, what's up, everybody? It's like, you know what? I'm gonna change mine. Get that green light, girl, because I think this one is just kind of lame. Or it could be. I keep telling you, it could be my headphones. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Now say so.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
How's that one?
That one is much better. Thank you.
Let's go.
So let's go. Now you're going to have to hold it.
Okay.
See, I did that for a reason, so you would put it right here and keep it right there. You won't go, la, 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 la.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, Brendalyn, you are from H-Town.
H-Town, Houston, Texas,
yeah.
all the way.
And we don't hear the accent, as we said before, but it's all good.
But you know what? I can never tell. Like, it's like, it does what it want to do. So it'll come out when it wants to, and it'll go away when it wants to.
Well, you got your girl here, so I'm sure if you were off the mic, you'd be like, girl, let's just keep it real. So how long have you been doing the music thing?
I've been doing it for a little over 15 years. A little over 15 years, once in a while.
You know I'm looking at you like, 15 years, you look like you're 15 already.
Yeah, and I'm really just giving it a break. So maybe 18 of the 15 years that I've actually been striving and trying to have.
So you're like another Beyonce, because she started young.
She started young as well.
Now, do you know Beyonce?
I know.
Never met her?
I've never met her. I've met people around her, but I've never met Beyonce. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's one of my goals. That's
one of your goals. So you are, as Jay said before, you are a preacher's, we're not going to say a kid, preacher's child. You're the offspring of a preacher.
Yes.
So how was it growing up in the household of a Christian household?
It was great. It wasn't like the stereotype, you know, we couldn't wear pants, we couldn't go to the movies or certain things like that. So I kind of had it good because I had a balanced home. You know, my dad was the preacher, and my mom was the one that said, okay, let these kids live, because I have an older sister as well. So she kind of, you know, helped us out with our childhood. But it was enough so that I would stay grounded for now and not know what's right, you know, and what's wrong.
Right.
It wasn't as hard as, you know, people make it seem, or most PKs make it seem. But
right.
You know, it was definitely an experience.
So what makes it different now that you want to pursue this career? Like, why now?
Why now? Because I feel like I've done it for so long, and there's a lot that I've learned along the way. And I feel like I've learned just enough to pursue my passion, to pursue my music. And so I think now is the moment. You know, everybody has their time and season to do things, and I think now is my season. Like, I've tried it in the past. I've done gospel. I do all types of music. I've done gospel music. I've done everything, and I feel like it wasn't my time. And so as I kept going, I kept pushing forward. I feel like now is the time. Now is my season. You know, so I mean, God has been blessing, doing a lot of, you know, tremendous things and things that I've never had before. I have opportunities now that I haven't had in the past. So it's like, okay,
the circle is
telling me exactly. So it's like, this is your season. You know, so I'm ready to walk into it.
So what are you wanting to portray to people out there who are listening to your music?
Basically that I'm a fun, adventurous, loving, caring type of person, and I want to try to persuade that through my music. You know, whether it's something that you can dance to, something to be happy about, something to think about. So I want them to know that, you know me from my music. And even if they never meet me or whatever, I want them to know who I am personally, you know, through my music.
Now, do you write the majority of your songs?
Yeah, I write pretty much all of them. I haven't, I can count on one hand how many songs I probably wrote that were written for me, but I write most of them myself.
Okay. So, I don't know, I'm like, what else do we want to talk about here? Should we talk about Wayne?
We can talk about
Wayne, because I know Wayne is probably listening right now. Wayne, who won that football game, Wayne?
Yeah, oh yeah, he'll talk about it all day.
All day. I called him earlier, I was like, dude, get off the... What?
Yeah.
My team is on TV, Michigan. I got to play. I got to watch it.
Yeah, he'll forget your female and just go off and be like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
And then think, okay, I was watching the game, I'm sorry.
So who would you like to perform with?
You know what? One of my favorite artists I have to say is Joe Thomas. If I can do an acoustic set with Joe Thomas, I'd be great.
Really?
I'd be set.
Uh-oh. So, wait, I think you might be drooling while doing because I would be, I've met him personally, and I just think wow. I can't talk right now because I just want you to sing to me.
He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. So what female would you like to perform with?
Definitely Beyonce. I'm not going to name my two. Definitely Beyonce. That's one of my top #1 people. Also, Brandy. I love her.
Okay.
I love her. I think she's like one of the most underrated singers that's out right now. But I also love to sing with Brandy and Aretha Franklin. I really want to meet her.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. If I had to take it back, I'd say her.
Okay, so who are you listening to on your iPod right now?
Right now, a lot of local artists, underground. I have a couple of DJ friends that give me the music or whatever. So like a lot of Eric Robertson and I think his name is Eric Bollinger or something like that. I actually just heard of him. Also, I'm down that Beyonce Foreign TV. I love it. Every track on it is nice. The Joe Thomas that he just dropped, good, that's supposed to be Tyrese, that one, the new Trey Songz Anticipation. So a lot of R&B. I like hip hop, don't get me wrong, but I do a lot of R&B, soul, music, so.
Now the single that we're about to play, which is your first single, and you have an album coming out next year.
Yeah, next year.
Next year, so okay. Now the single is entitled Friends. Tell us about Friends, because I want to hear this again.
Well, like I say, Friends was basically written for me as a what-if factor. I have a best friend, and I thought about, what would happen if me and him actually crossed that line. Like where would that leave our friendship? Where would that leave our mindset? Stuff like that. And but we never crossed that line or anything. But I know a lot of people that have crossed that line, and they're stuck in a situation to think of, what do I do now? Like, we hung out, we spent nights together, innocent nights or whatever, but some type of way, my feelings may have ran past yours.
Right.
And it's like, what do I do now? You may be running away from me, or, it may change things, change our hanging out pace, or whatever. And basically, I wrote off of what if factor was.
So don't you think that sometimes, I think that sometimes people might think that the friendship might be more important than
it is
crossing the line.
It is definitely, because I feel like if you don't have that communication with your best friend, significant other, then a lot of things can go crashing and burning. Like if I feel like I should pull away because I have a certain feeling for you, and so if I feel like I have to pull away, that damages the friendship, because we can no longer be in a closed room together without having feelings or thoughts or whatever. We can no longer have those late night conversations, late night hangouts or anything without feeling a certain way. And so some people are unable to control their feelings, and so if you can't control your feelings around somebody, it's not good.
Right.
So.
Okay, now I'm getting ready to pop something on you because I should have asked you this before.
Oh man.
So now the mic is all open, but you can't even like go, can I ask that later?
Okay.
Everyone that I interview, I always ask my guests to sing.
Okay.
Oh, okay, let's
I thought that was a problem.
So would you like to sing? And you can sing either before I play Friends, we can play Friends, and then come back, and then you can sing for us? You want to do that, or?
I'll start it off. Look, I'll start off the acapella version of Friends, and then you can go ahead and play the women part of it.
Oh, look at that. You're trying to run this interview. Wait a minute. I should just say, no, you are not singing before Friends. You are going to sing after that song.
You know how you at a concert and they sing the song all slow, and then they bust in with the beat? We do it like that.
I don't know if we're going to bust in with the beat. I don't know if the timing might not be right. It'll be like, that was just all off. So we're gonna try. So yeah, okay, let me turn this down so you can. Everyone, this is Brendalyn. Her name is spelled Brendalynn.
Good job.
Hello, and she is from Houston, Texas, live here in the studio. Also, give them a website. Is there a website?
There's a website. My website is www.itsbrendalyn.com. Or you can also follow me on Facebook, which is Brendalyn McKinney. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at itsbrendalyn.
Okay. Everyone, look out for Brendalyn. This is her. Well, this will be your second live interview at a radio station because, of course, Jay got you first.
Right.
So, thank you for coming to KZI. I mean, we thank you for driving down the highway to get here.
Pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome.
Actually, a great experience.
You're welcome. Okay, so everyone, Brendalyn is about to grace us with her vocals, and I'm just gonna sit there. I'm trying not to look at her so she won't go ahead and sing. I'll just be like, I'll look to the side, so don't be shy. Everyone, this is Brendalyn from Houston, Texas, on the Hot Pepper Show.
I'm gonna do like I did in church. I'm gonna give you all the verse and the chorus.
Okay, girl, go for it. Let me turn my mic off. So, okay.
We've known you for too long. Situations got me stressing. Think you really know what's going on, but it's time to confess. Growing up with a puppy love, now it's turned into the real thing. I don't know what happened, but it feels like it's supposed to be. Yeah, you got your girl, and I got my name. But in their eyes, there's friends on where we stand. But how are we supposed to be friends when I'm already in love with you? So baby, tell me what it is that you want me to do. How are we supposed to be friends when I'm already in love with you? So baby, tell me what it is that you want me to do. Yeah.